friends, how's it going? It's me, Betty Jean. Today I jumped into the latest makeup trend and I let my cats pick my makeup for me. I guess I'll just start by talking about my cats a little bit. I have Absol, he is a fluffy gray tabby. I have Kanade, she is just a white short hair. Felix is a really large orange and white tabby. And Leela is our smallest little calico new member of the family. I basically just laid out a bunch of different products for each thing and I put a cat treat in front of each product, and then whichever cat treat they ate first is the one that I took as them picking for the product for me to use. I don't want to ramble too long because I think this video might be a little long, so let's just get started.
Oh, which one are you gonna pick?
First things first is primer, and Felix picked this one out. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. This is my all-time favorite primer. I was super happy that he picked my favorite.
What are you picking? What are you gonna pick? That's my favorite one too!
Next up we have foundation, and Kanade picked this one. This is the BH Cosmetics Naturally Flawless Foundation. This is one of my all-time favorites. The coverage is perfect for what I like. I like just a nice natural light to medium kind of coverage, and I love the finish. It's just a nice dewy satin kind of feel. It's very just natural looking on the skin.
Uh-oh, who's picking? Who's picking? I think Absol got to it first, didn't he?
Next for concealer, it was a really close tie between Felix and Absol's picks, but Absol picked his first, and it is the Cosmetics Bye Bye Undereye. I got this as a sample a really long time ago, like within the last 6 months, and I've used this before in the past, but I haven't used it in a really long time, so I don't even remember if I like this. It's insanely thick, insanely full coverage. I already know I used way too much on my under eyes. Oops. It's blending out really nice though so far, and I'm really liking the finish of it. For some reason in my mind, I remembered this concealer being a lot more dry looking, but it definitely has a dewiness to it, which I appreciate.
Can you pick a powder, please? It's an important decision. Oh, we got a winner!
Moving on to setting powder, Absol picked my RCMA No Color powder. This was my favorite for a really long time, but after I discovered the Colourpop No Filter, it kind of replaced it. But I still really enjoy it. It's really affordable and lightweight. I need a lot of powder to set this concealer though, because it's just really thick. And I don't want it to crease and feel tacky throughout the remainder of my day. I have to go to the DMV after this to get my license replaced, so I'm hoping my cats didn't pick out anything too crazy.
What am I gonna bronze my face with? Which one?
Absol and Kanade picked my next one. It was my Becca Bali Sands bronzer. Very well loved. This was my all-time favorite, and it probably still is. I've just been really into that Colourpop one lately. But we're gonna dive into this one right here today to bronze up my skin. This truly is the ultimate bronzer for pale skin. It's not too orange, it's not too red, it's not too muddy or gray. It's the perfect bronze color for pale people.
You want to come help?
Yes.
Leila, come pick a blush for me.
Nope.
You guys don't even care.
We're the only people that have cats that don't love treats.
Can you pick for me? Can you?
Seriously?
No? Really?
Like, you don't?
Don't pick your brother. Pick a blush. Good boy. Thank you.
Blush was so complicated to get one of these cats to pick. For some reason, they were just not interested in blush. But eventually, Felix picked out the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in Feisty. I used this blush a lot when I first got it as a sample in, I think, an Ipsy bag. And I just haven't used it in a while, probably at least a couple months. I love Tarte's blush formula. It's really pigmented and blends really nice. But it's not too pigmented where it's hard to work with. You know, I always gotta blush up my nose because I think it's cute when there's blush all over the center of my face. Just a little bit, not as much as I do on my cheeks.
That was a quick decision.
Next is highlight, and Felix picked this one the second I gave him the option to pick one, and it is Colourpop's Flexitarian. This was my favorite for a solid few months there. I'm sure you guys remember. And I haven't used it in a while, really. I've just gotten other things. Ugh, but it's still so pretty. It's just so wet looking. I love it. At least my complexion's looking good for my new license picture. I hate getting a license picture. Like, why can't I just give them one of the pictures that I take, you know? But I'm excited to get a new picture because my license picture that I got when I was like 18 or 19 is so scary.
What are you picking? Oh, you're picking, oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not. You don't want any of these palettes? Pick a treat. Are we gonna pick the same one? It's a winner.
Moving on to eyeshadow, it is the Modern Renaissance palette. This is such a staple palette. If you don't have this, everybody needs it. It's just so good. I'm not gonna do anything too complicated, so I'm not gonna zoom you in to do a full-on tutorial, but we are gonna do something. We're gonna keep it kind of simple though. Kind of simple and neutral. Who am I? And I'm just gonna use my concealer to prime my eyelids. I know I've been using the Smashbox lid primer, but honestly, it's across the room and I don't feel like getting up right now. I'm gonna go in with Golden Ochre and just quickly going to run that through my crease. A little underneath the lower lash line. Going in next with Burnt Orange. I'm just gonna focus this on the outer half of the eye, just working softly and slowly just to blend it out, nothing too crazy. Next, I'm gonna take just a tiny bit of Love Letter, and honestly, truly just the tiniest bit, and I'm just gonna lightly dust this in the outer corner. And then I'm just gonna take that very first brush to blend the edges. And last, I'm just gonna take Vermeer with my finger. I'm gonna pop this all over the lid up into where those darker colors are blending. I'm gonna take just a tiny bit more of Love Letter and buff it all in together. Really quickly just taking Vermeer and popping it in my inner corner as well. I lied, my lower lash line needs something more than that, so I'm just gonna take some more Burnt Orange on a pencil brush. I'm just gonna start working that underneath the lower lash line. There we go, just a quick, soft, simple, summery, daytime eye makeup look, right?
Try standing them up.
Why did that work?
There we go.
For mascara, Absol picked my Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I don't like or dislike this mascara. I mean, it makes them kind of fluffy, but also kind of clumpy. But it's fine, it's not horrible or anything.
Can you pick me some lashes? We're out of focus, but he picked. There we go. Thank you, Felix.
So next, Felix picked the Pinky Rose Cosmetics Out of Sight lashes, but honestly, my eyes are just not acting right today. These would not last. They would immediately start peeling up. So I'm not gonna wear lashes today, but these are the ones that he picked, and honestly, they would be fine with this look. They're very separated and fluffy and really cute, but my eyes just cannot take it today.
You wanna help? Oh, you picked a very safe one, thank you.
For lips, Felix picked Turkish Delight Plushies Limecrime Liquid Lipstick. I love this color, I love this formula, and I'm really happy with this choice. I feel like he couldn't have picked a better lipstick to go with the Modern Renaissance palette. So this is the lip with this look. I just feel like I'm very springy, summery.
Thank you.
Last thing is setting spray, and Felix came through with the Kat Von D Lock-It setting spray. All in all, I think the cats did a good job picking out my look. Obviously, Absol picked most of those. I think Absol and Felix probably picked about most of them. Kanade picked a couple. Leela was too shy and flaked out. It's not the makeup I normally wear, of course. I usually wear something a lot more bold and bright and dramatic. So this was just a very soft, simple, subdued makeup. And of course, I could have done something more dramatic with the Modern Renaissance, but I'm on a time limit, so here we are. And I know some of you guys like to see more simple looks anyways, so here you go. You can thank the cats. I don't think there's anything they picked out that I dislike, so my cats must know me really well. They know what products I like. They picked a lot of my favorites. Thank you for helping me pick my makeup, buddy. If you enjoyed this video of my cats picking my makeup, then give it 2 paws up. Tell me about your pets down below. I want to talk about them. I love all the animals. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram and follow me there. It's beautbean. I post every single day. Don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Let me know what other videos you want to see on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye! I can't speak. This is just the ultimate foundation. This isn't foundation.